What if I told you that the Bible contains descriptions of creatures so bizarre, so terrifying, that they make modern horror movies look like children's bedtime stories? We're talking about six-winged beings covered in eyes, massive sea monsters that could swallow ships whole, and hybrid creatures that guard the throne of God Himself. Some of these descriptions are so strange that scholars still debate what the ancient writers actually saw. Forget everything you think you know about biblical creatures, because the real descriptions will absolutely blow your mind. And stick around until the end, because the creature I reveal at number 1 is so bizarre, it might just change how you see reality itself. Let's dive into the most mind-bending creatures ever recorded in human history. Starting at number 10, we have what might be the most complex creatures ever described. In Ezekiel chapter 1, the prophet sees 4 living beings that are absolutely unlike anything on earth. Picture this. Each creature has 4 faces: a man, a lion, an ox, and an eagle. They have 4 wings, but here's where it gets weird. Their legs are straight with feet like a calf's, and they're burnished bronze. But wait, there's more. Each creature is accompanied by a wheel within a wheel, covered entirely in eyes. These wheels can move in any direction without turning, and wherever the creatures go, the wheels follow. Ezekiel describes them as looking like burning coals of fire. Modern scholars suggest these might represent the fullness of creation: wild animals, domestic animals, humans, and birds of the sky. But honestly, that explanation doesn't make this any less terrifying. Number 9. The seraphim, from Isaiah chapter 6. The name literally means burning ones, and once you hear the description, you'll understand why. These creatures have 6 wings each. 2 cover their faces because even they cannot look directly at God. 2 cover their feet, which is a euphemism for their private parts, and 2 are for flying. They hover above God's throne, continuously crying, "Holy, holy, holy." But here's the crazy part. Their voices are so powerful that when they speak, the foundations of the temple shake and the whole place fills with smoke. One of them takes a burning coal and touches it to Isaiah's lips to purify him. Think about that for a second. Creatures so pure and powerful that they purify humans with literal fire. Number 8 will destroy your mental image of cute baby angels forever. Biblical cherubim are nothing like the chubby toddlers in Renaissance paintings. In Exodus, God commands Moses to make 2 golden cherubim for the Ark of the Covenant. But the real description comes from Ezekiel chapter 10, where he sees them in action. These cherubim have 4 faces like the living creatures, but with a twist. Instead of an ox face, they have a cherub face. They're covered in eyes, have hands under their wings, and are associated with those same terrifying wheels we mentioned earlier. Remember, these are the creatures God stationed to guard the entrance to Eden with a flaming sword that turns in every direction. Not exactly the gentle guardians most people imagine. Number 7. Leviathan. Job chapter 41 gives us the most detailed description of this creature, and it's absolutely terrifying. This isn't just a big fish. The Bible describes scales so tightly joined that no air could pass between them, teeth surrounded by terror, and eyes like the eyelids of the dawn. Its breath kindles coals, and flames shoot from its mouth. Out of his nostrils comes smoke as from a boiling pot and burning rushes. His breath kindles coals, and a flame comes from his mouth. The text says that swords, spears, darts, and javelins cannot pierce it. It's described as king over all the children of pride. Some scholars think this is a crocodile, but honestly, have you ever seen a fire-breathing crocodile that can't be harmed by weapons? Number 6. Behemoth, described in Job chapter 40. This creature is Leviathan's land-based counterpart. and it's equally impressive. Look at Behemoth, which I made along with you, and which feeds on grass like an ox. What strength it has in its loins, what power in the muscles of its belly. Its tail sways like a cedar. The sinews of its thighs are close-knit. The Bible says it can drink up a river and not be rushed. And if the Jordan River surged against its mouth, it wouldn't be concerned. Its bones are like bronze tubes. Its limbs like iron rods. Most scholars suggest this is a hippopotamus or elephant, but the description seems to indicate something much larger and more powerful than any known animal. Number 5. The Nephilim. Genesis 6:4 gives us this cryptic verse. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days, and also afterward, when the sons of God went to the daughters of humans and had children by them. These weren't just tall people. Numbers 13:33 says the Israelite spies felt like grasshoppers compared to them. The name Nephilim comes from the Hebrew word naphal, meaning to fall, leading many to believe these were fallen beings or their offspring. What makes this even stranger is that they apparently survived the flood, since they're mentioned both before and after Noah's time. The Bible suggests they were warriors of renown, men of great stature who struck fear into entire nations. Number 4. The beast from the sea in Revelation 13. John's vision of this creature is the stuff of nightmares. And I saw a beast rising out of the sea, with 10 horns and 7 heads, with 10 diadems on its horns and blasphemous names on its heads. But it gets weirder. And the beast that I saw was like a leopard. Its feet were like a bear's, and its mouth was like a lion's mouth. The dragon, identified as Satan, gives this beast his power, throne, and great authority. One of its heads appears to have a mortal wound that's been healed, and the whole earth marvels at this recovery. This creature represents the ultimate fusion of earthly power and demonic influence, combining the most fearsome traits of multiple predators. Number 3. While everyone knows about the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, few people focus on their mounts. These aren't ordinary horses. The first horse is white, and its rider has a bow and crown, going out conquering and to conquer. The second is fiery red, with power to take peace from the earth and make people slay each other. The third is black, its rider holding scales, bringing famine and economic devastation. But the fourth horse is the most terrifying, pale or literally green in the Greek, ridden by Death himself, with Hades following behind. This horse and rider are given authority over a fourth of the earth to kill by sword, famine, pestilence, and wild beasts. These horses carry riders who can reshape reality itself. Number 2. The locust army from Revelation 9. When the 5th trumpet sounds, John sees a star fall from heaven and open the bottomless pit. Out comes smoke that darkens the sun and air, and from this smoke emerge locusts with power, like scorpions. But these aren't normal locusts. In appearance, the locusts were like horses prepared for battle. On their heads were what looked like crowns of gold. Their faces were like human faces, their hair like women's hair, and their teeth like lions' teeth. They had breastplates, like breastplates of iron, and the noise of their wings was like the noise of many chariots with horses rushing into battle. Their tails are like scorpions with stings, and they can torment people for 5 months. The pain they inflict is so severe that people will seek death but won't find it. They're led by Abaddon, or Apollyon, literally destroyer, the angel of the bottomless pit. But the strangest creature in the Bible isn't a monster or a beast. It's something so bizarre that it challenges our understanding of reality itself. Number 1. The Ophanym. The wheels of Ezekiel, chapter 10. As for their rims, they were so high they were awesome, and their rims were full of eyes, all around the four of them. These aren't just wheels. They're described as living beings. They move in perfect synchronization with the cherubim, and wherever the Spirit wants to go, they go. When the living creatures moved, the wheels moved beside them, and when the living creatures rose from the earth, the wheels rose. But here's what makes them truly strange. They're covered entirely in eyes. Not just a few eyes, but completely covered. Imagine a wheel within a wheel, every surface watching, seeing everything simultaneously. Some modern interpretations suggest these could be interdimensional beings or even spacecraft. But the biblical text presents them as living creatures that exist in perfect harmony with God's throne room. The Ophanym represents something beyond our three-dimensional understanding. Beings that can see in all directions, move in ways that defy physics, and exist partially in our reality and partially beyond it. So there you have it, the 10 strangest creatures described in the Bible. From 6-winged seraphim to eye-covered wheels, these beings challenge everything we think we know about the nature of reality. What's fascinating is that these descriptions come from different time periods and authors, yet they all share common themes. Beings that exist partially in our dimension and partially beyond it. Creatures with abilities that transcend natural law, and entities that serve purposes beyond human understanding. Whether you interpret these as literal beings, spiritual metaphors, or something else entirely, one thing is clear. The ancient world had encounters with phenomena that pushed the boundaries of human language to describe. What do you think? Are these descriptions of literal creatures symbolic representations or something else entirely? Let me know in the comments below. If this video blew your mind, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell, because we're just getting started exploring the mysteries hidden in ancient texts. Next week, we're diving into every weird law in the Old Testament, and trust me, some of these will make you question everything you thought you knew about ancient society. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one where we uncover more mind-bending mysteries from the world's most mysterious book.